February 26th, boys tennis tryouts begin, and with over 90 boys trying out, everyone is bringing their A game. However, this year an influx of surprisingly talented freshmen bring a breath of new competition to the courts. After tryouts, head tennis coach Andy Gibbs indicates that freshmen will comprise almost 30% of the top players on the team.
Yeah, Shawnee Mission East is always blessed to have a good group of incoming players most of the most seasons, and so this year is no exception. Right now, based on where guys finished up in our kind of sorting and tryout process, I think we probably have 7 freshmen who are in the top 20 or 25 players.
What makes this year's freshmen such an extraordinary group is their depth. Many of them are more physically mature than previous year's freshmen, and their combined skill set is much more expansive. And while the first 2 days of tryouts were made up of simple drills and relaxed matches, the final 3 days are dedicated to matches that determine who makes JV or varsity.
A little bit of a strenuous tryout process to see how they respond when they feel some internal pressure. So how do you play when you know that the results matter? It's easy for a lot of guys to go out and just hit balls. But when the pressure of a match situation is on, when the pressure of knowing that I may or may not make the group that I want to make, we've got to see how you perform.
With the experienced veteran players and talented freshmen, East is sure not only to be competitive with other teams, but also within their own. Tryouts were just the beginning of internal competition for placement, as the freshmen will have to continue to display their skill and prove themselves as the season goes on.
I think we're going to have a lot of internal competition to battle and kind of decide and who's going to be kind of the best fits when we get to the end of the year events.
Even before the official start to this season, freshmen Calvin Cattaneo and Keaton Duckworth have already begun their competition. The two both hoped for a spot on junior varsity and have developed a friendly rivalry to get there.
Expectations-wise, I'm hoping for a good spot on JV, get some good playing time, and then hopefully next year work my way up.
And then there's also Calvin, so there's always that competition, you want to keep on one-upping each other.
With an unprecedented amount of gifted young tennis players, this upcoming boys tennis season for East is sure to make a racket. On the next episode of Tiebreaker, the next generation of Shawnee Mission East tennis.
Doubles is a new animal for a lot of them and kind of understanding how to play. We're going to start really this week working with some of those doubles fundamentals and see how things shake out and start that competition process.